Whoa, yo, guess who's back? That's right, the Royce Reports. I'm back. I'm sorry, it's been a while. It's been about 2 weeks now, and I just, for some reason, just had a mental block when it came down to hitting that record button. But here I am today. So guess who's back? That's right, me. Who's back? Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Royce is back. Tell a friend. Well, I'm back. So we got to be talking about Xbox, right? That's why I'm here. And I know that the past 2 weeks, I kind of missed some stuff. And I kind of want to talk about it. So I know it's going to be old news. But hey, you know what? We're here to have discussion. So if you are listening to this and you want to have a discussion, please let me know in the comment section below. So let's just get started with all of this old news, which you're probably wondering, okay, we probably heard it before. So what is it? Which is Gears of War 6 is actually the next game the Coalition is working on. We also have reports that Fable is coming out a lot sooner than we might anticipate. And we're going to be talking about some Starfield release dates. Yeah, all old news, but hey, let's talk about it. First things first, Starfield. Woo! Yeah, Starfield. You like some Starfield rumors, and we're still trying to figure out what that date is for Starfield. Well, there's some people running around online telling people that it might be in June. That's right, June. That might be the release window for Starfield. Now, this is not confirmed. A lot of people were going around showing a picture of GOG and what they found on that, and it stated June 29th. But I'm not going to be talking about GOG because I think that actually came out to be false. That is just a placeholder for that game and has been there since last year. So it's not really a good date to go off of. In fact, no, Jez Corden himself has stated that he's heard some rumblings and that June is the launch window for Starfield. So let's see. This is speculation on part of Jez, but this is coming from his Xbox 2 podcast with Randall Thor. And he stated, Jez thinks Starfield will release in June from the latest information he heard. Also, Jez has played the preview build of Wolong Fallen Dynasty, and he says it is pretty damn amazing. So now this is again speculation on his part, but he did say that from the latest information he has heard that they are aiming for a June timeframe. And I think that if you do a late June, like they were talking about with the GOG release date, I think that'd actually be a pretty good window to launch in, just because you have not many heavy hitters around this time that we know of as of yet. You know, E3 just right around the corner. I say right around the corner. It's like 4 months from now. But once E3 happens, then we'll start getting in the rest of those dates for the games coming out in the second half. But this gives a lot of air to the other games that are going on at that time, because in May you obviously have Zelda Breath of the Wild. April you have Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survive, whatever they call it, the number 2 Star Wars game, the sequel to the other one. That one is coming out in April. And then, and of course, Diablo 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be dropping in June, and that is a huge game, right? So of course you don't really want to be dropping next to those games. You don't want to be dropping next to Zelda. You don't want to be dropping next to Diablo, because those games are huge. And you also have their own game May 2nd coming out with Redfall, and you don't really want to snuff out Redfall. Redfall is a game that is really, I think that it's going to have its legs be based off of the co-op aspect to that, and you need as much airtime for that game, so that way it just doesn't become another game that kind of falls to the wayside like Back 4 Blood or something. So I think that June would be a perfect release date for Starfield, and I know that people are going to be upset because they're not reaching that date that they set for themselves, and even I myself am upset about that. And you got to hold them accountable, because you do not want another showcase like they did last year at E3, where they said, hey, these are the only games you're going to be seeing within the next 12 months. And they even broke their own rule in that showcase and talked about how they're working with Kojima on a project, which I guess is cool. But that window is a very tight window. And if you don't meet that window, you're going to have a lot of people who are upset, and rightfully so. So I just got to hold them accountable. Say, hey, yeah, like, stop doing that, you know? Oh, sure. I don't know. But that is the speculation right now. I think that this would, again, is a perfect window of opportunity for them if they did decide to go for that release date. I don't really see it coming out anywhere else in the rest of the year, but who knows? The game will be ready whenever it's ready, and I hope they take their time because Starfield needs to amaze people. Starfield needs to be the next big Elden Ring type game that everyone stops and looks at and is like, this is the game to play. And Starfield can do that if they hit it right and if it doesn't end up like their other games where it's buggy at launch. And I think that they're trying their best to prevent that from happening. And so that's why they're taking so much time. And that's why we haven't gotten any updates regarding it. Like they talked about how we're going to be getting those video diaries throughout these couple months, and we still haven't seen that. But they have stated that we're supposed to be getting a deep dive like they did with the Xbox Direct for Starfield specifically, and I still don't know when that is. I thought it was going to be somewhere late February, but obviously there's no rumors for it right now, so I can't really talk about it. It's all just speculation. But I think that once we get that, I think it'll be able to kind of hold us off for a little bit, and we could stop talking about Starfield's release date. And hopefully they do give Starfield's release date at that Starfield Direct. Moving on. We're moving on. All right, next thing. What's on the docket here? Oh, Gears of War 6. That's right. Gears 6 is the next game coming from the Coalition. And I'm actually pretty shocked to hear about this. And I'm actually pretty saddened to hear about this because I myself was actually excited to see the Coalition tackle something that wasn't Gears. And I know that they have done a great job with Gears of War. I'm not going to knock them for that. In fact, they were holding the Xbox generation up for a really long time. Them, Playground, and Turn 10, as well as 343, were kind of just putting the whole team on their back and putting the whole team on my back and just carrying Xbox through the Xbox One generation. So I really wanted them to be able to kind of take a step away from Gears of War and do something that they really wanted to do, a passion project. And I know that's a lot of people are talking about passion projects when it comes down to Xbox IP and Xbox brands, because this is not the only team that has been working on a passion project. You see Hi-Fi Rush, which was a passion project. You see after Hellblade 2, Ninja Theory is also working on a different weird horror type game set in an apartment that is a passion project. And you also have Obsidian doing Grounded and Pentiment, which are both passion projects. And I kind of wanted the same thing for Coalition, because the Coalition is a damn good team. These guys understand Unreal better than anybody, and this is what they were supposed to be doing. They were supposed to be tackling Unreal 5 and getting a better understanding of it before moving on to Gears 6. So why am I saying that they're going on to Gears 6? Well, that's because there are some rumors from Jeff Grubb, and this is what he had to say about it. Coalition shifts focus to Gears 6 following cancellations. On the Game Mess morning show, Jeff Grubb boldly claimed, based on insider information, that Gears 6 is now the core focus of the Coalition. This news reportedly comes following layoffs that led to the cancellation of 2 projects, fully opening up resources to focus their attention on Gears 6. Quote, this was all reflected in the layoffs that happened at Microsoft, which did hit the Coalition a little bit. The studio is now going to move on fully to Gears 6. I say now, it has likely moved on to Gears 6 in full over the course of the last year, but definitely that will be their next game. So Jeff Grubb is over here pretty much saying that actually they've been working on Gears 6 for the past year, and that they've kind of already shifted focus to that. But because of the layoffs that have occurred, they kind of canned those projects and moved over fully to Gears 6. And that's kind of a sad thing, because like I said, I really wanted them to go and do something different, because I wanted the people other than us as Xbox fans know how talented they are, but other people don't really understand the talent that the Coalition has. And this was prime time for them to be able to stand up and show off what they have. Like I said, these guys understand Unreal Engine better than anybody. They actually speak Unreal Engine. They're like, beep, bop, beep, bop, I don't know if they talk like that. I don't know if that's how you speak Unreal Engine. So I'm speaking out of a place of ignorance. How can you be so ignorant? Huh? I don't know if you can actually speak Unreal, but they have figured out a way And they understand that system better than anybody. Like I said, over and over and over again, Epic, the creators of the engine, go to them specifically. So maybe they felt comfortable with all the work that they've been doing with creating the Unreal Engine tech demo, with working on the Matrix with Epic Games to show off it. Maybe they felt comfortable enough to be like, all right, well, you know what? We'll just move on to Gear 6. And it's not really a bad thing, obviously, because I'm excited for Gears of War. I love the Gears of War franchise. I still haven't played 5. I'm working up to it, all right? Like, me and my friend are on 3 right now. We're making good time, okay? We might even skip 4 because we've already done that one. But I'm almost there. But they are very talented. And I just want them to succeed. And I think that they will succeed. They are masters at work here. And hopefully this means that Gears comes sooner than later. We really don't know when that's going to be, but we know that that is the project that they are working on next. So what else is there? Fable. I don't need to scream, but Fable. Fable is supposedly looking pretty good. And what I mean by that is that they're actually in a playable state. And the reason why this is big news for me specifically is because, of course, they've talked about it before. Matt Booty has come out and said that, hey, they have a vertical slice that they've shown me and it looks fantastic, and he wants them to show it off whenever they want to, but they're not really willing to at the moment. But this kind of throws the wrench in the whole theory of them moving over to Unreal Engine, because that is not true. They are still working with Forza Tech. Now, there's also a lot of rumors about, where they're at with this game, and they're still hiring important people. And I don't really know. I don't know what it means for this job listing or the description of this LinkedIn, but let's look into it. Playground Games Fable is now in a playable state. According to the LinkedIn profile of Playground Games producer Vijay Gill, the studio's forthcoming reboot of Fable is now in a playable state. In his profile, Gill states that he is preparing and facilitating regular game playthroughs of the game alongside build reviews with key stakeholders. So there you have it. It seems that Fable is in a playable state, which is good. I think we already figured that anyways. If you didn't believe the rumors of them swapping over to Unreal Engine, you could kind of figure that this game is playable in some state. I don't know if this is an alpha type thing. I don't really know if this is supposed to be later on, like they're close to being done. But there's rumors of them kind of hitting a 2024 window, and I'd like to see that. Hopefully that's true. But again, this is something that needs to take its time. They need to get Fable right. And what's crazy is, I don't know if you guys have been playing Hogwarts Legacy, but if you play that game, the music and the vibes of Hogwarts Legacy kind of gives me Fable vibe. And I think that's why I am really enjoying my time with Hogwarts. It's not because of the story by any means. Story to me personally seems kind of just boring. I'm not really invested in it, to be honest, but it's the gameplay and the adventure part of it that is really intriguing me. Just to be able to walk around Hogwarts and all of that is a dream come true for many, I imagine. But for me, as someone who is a fan for someone like me who is a fan of Harry Potter, this is really cool. But the music, the atmosphere, even the way the dialogue is kind of written, it reminds me a lot of Fable. And I think that's why I keep gravitating towards Hogwarts Legacy like I am. But regardless, I think that this is good news. It proves that the Unreal Engine thing is not true. I know that there's a bunch of... Every time you hear about a Xbox studio, it's always doom and gloom and how people are getting fired and people are not doing their job right, and the things aren't releasing on time, and it's just a bunch of just a headache, a huge headache. Let me go get some Tylenol. I need to have a bottle of Tylenol on the side for whenever I talk about Xbox, because it seems that it's always bad news, but this is actually some good news. And I think that these 3 games I'm really, really excited about, and I just hope that these games all take their time, all release the way that these creators want them to release, and hopefully they knock our socks off. What do you guys? Did you guys miss me? Because I'm back. I'm here. I'm ready to talk about Xbox. But What do you guys think about these games? Do you think that Fable is going to be 2024? Do you think Hellblade is going to be in 2023? I know I didn't really talk about it in this video, but there's rumors of that happening as well. So do you think Hellblade is going to be coming in 2023? When do you think the release date for Starfield is? And Gears 6, are you bummed about them moving to Gears 6 and not actually going and doing a new IP? Let me know in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. I appreciate you guys for just checking it out. And hopefully we can have some good discussions in the comments, because I really do love having those discussions with you guys. I love engaging with you. So let me know. Thanks again. And I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Remember, take it easy.